Hey everybody, it's Cauliflower Man here. I'm bringing you another gameplay of Overwatch. I'm not going to talk much about the gameplay here today. All I'm going to talk about is this case of this Widowmaker player who got automatically banned, and then the response from some Overwatch YouTubers. There's this guy, his YouTube name's like Unit Lost, Great British Gaming. Goes by the name Stylosa or Steak and Bake, and he put up a video about this guy, and I don't know if he's just, and I'm talking about Stylosa here, I'm talking about Steak and Bake, I'm talking about Unit Lost. I don't know if Unit Lost is just an idiot, I don't know if he just makes up lies in order to get views here, but what he said in this video was absolutely ridiculous when I went and actually checked the evidence. And I will put the link in the description below, and all the evidence that I gathered was from his original video, so it's kind of embarrassing that all the evidence that I have against him is evidence he tried to put up in support of his views on this Widowmaker main. But anyways, I want to tell you guys the story first so that you can understand exactly what it is I'm talking about. So the case of this Widowmaker was that within 14 hours of the new banning system on Overwatch, this guy got automatically banned, and there's a recording of him with the Blizzard team about him getting automatically banned, and he's obviously very angry, which, I mean, that's reasonable if you get automatically banned when you've done nothing wrong and you're just playing Widowmaker. But then afterwards, people started looking through the history of this guy's Reddit account, trying to say that he's actually a troll, he insults people all the time, and then when he insults these people, you know, that's why he's getting reported, and that's what it's about. And so first, this guy Stylosa says, he's like, well, if you look at, he's already gotten banned 5 times on voice chat, that, okay, yeah, he should get banned. He's the type of person who is toxic and stuff. But in the goddamn evidence that Stylosa puts up there, this Widowmaker says he's been banned from chat 5 times. Every one of those 5 was reversed. Okay, so this is absolutely not evidence that this Widowmaker main was toxic. It's evidence that people are reporting him for no reason. Okay, this Widowmaker main got banned 5 times from chat. Each time he talked to support about it, and support said, "Yep, yeah, we're gonna reverse it. There's no reason you should have been banned from voice chat for that." So that's just ridiculous. The fact that he didn't even he didn't even read the goddamn post that he sources in his own video. This guy Unit Lost sources in his own video the post that says of this Widowmaker main who says, "I've been banned from chat 5 times," and the whole post is him explaining, "Hey, I've been banned from chat 5 times. Each time it's gotten reversed. This is bullshit. People need to stop reporting me just because I'm playing Widowmaker." Somehow that goes over Unit Lost's head. It goes over this guy Sty's head. I don't know if, again, I don't know if he's just stupid. I don't know if he just does this for views, but that's really an issue, especially because later on in the video, this guy Sty calls this Widowmaker main out. He says he is a here. Let me just go back and make sure I get this exactly right. He says he's an insecure, silly, stupid person. Okay, an insecure, silly, stupid troll who deserves to be banned, who deserves what he got. Now, how is it that he deserves to be banned if the only times that he's had action against his account, it's all been reversed? Can somebody explain that to me? I honestly don't know how you can be that dumb to think that if each one of his chat things have been reversed, that's somehow evidence that he's toxic in chat. If they've been reversed, it's obvious that he has not been toxic in chat. He's just getting automatic bans for no reason because he hits the report threshold. And this is something I talked about in an earlier video. If you play an off-meta hero, you are going to get reported. Okay, you're just going to get reported because people are whiny little bitches in the Overwatch community, and that's who this guy Sty is pandering to. He's pandering to the whiny little bitches on Overwatch who just make shit up and then try to justify the fact that they're so toxic. Because, I mean, look at his video. He doesn't even look at the evidence that he provides. He provides evidence, and he didn't even look at the evidence. This guy Sty didn't even look at the evidence he presented. All he did is he's like, "Oh, the Overwatch community, they all say this guy's toxic, so I'm gonna believe them." What everyone is saying about the Overwatch community is you guys are all lying, whiny little bitches, and you report for no reason. And that's evidenced by this guy who had 5 chat bans reversed. Now, going on to him actually getting banned from the game, I don't know if this Widowmaker was perma-banned, but what the Reddit post seemed to show is he was asking people to report him so he could figure out if he could get automatically banned. And guess what? He did. Now, if you're asking people to automatically report you, I mean, you can't be surprised when some action is taken against your account, but all he was trying to do was prove whether or not the system was automatic. When Blizzard came out, they said the system was not automatic. They said it was gonna actually be reviewed by people. This guy proved it was automatic. Okay, he proved Blizzard was lying to your face. Now, it might be true that Blizzard will only permaban you after a human actually looks over the reports. That might be true, but Blizzard lied, and it was a very shady way of them to say it, because if you read their the things that they released about this new report system, they said that there's always somebody looking at it, and that's not true. Obviously, if this guy asked people to report him and then got banned because of it, it can't have any sort of review on it. And there's then even further on, there's other players who have had the same thing. There's this one guy who was a Torbjorn main, and I'll put the link to this video up as well, but this Torbjorn main got banned mid-game right after somebody told him he was reported, so he contacted customer support. He asks them about it. Customer support says it is an automated system. This guy, the Torbjorn main, I'm quite sure he was not perma-banned, only banned for some time. But still, I mean, he's getting banned just for, like, automatically, with no review. He doesn't get to play the game that he paid for because people are whining and bitching and complaining because he's playing off meta. It's like, Jesus Christ, the Overwatch community, you guys are such faggots. Get over yourselves. Grow up. This shit gets old. But anyways, when this Torbjorn main talks to support looks through his reports, and you have to have at least 100 to get automatically banned within a certain time window. But what does support do? They say, yeah, there's no evidence that you have any actual valid reports, and they unban him. So when people say, oh, you're not gonna get banned, you're not gonna get reported as a Symmetra main unless you're bad. No, you get reported immediately. Okay, you absolutely get reported immediately before the game starts, and it has nothing to do with how you play. Everyone on this game is just so toxic and just so whiny and pathetic and bitchy. It gets old. Okay, it really gets old, and then you're getting people banned because you're a faggot, because you don't like who that person is playing in game. I mean, Jesus Christ, guys, this is embarrassing. And then going even further, if you're talking about the chat bans for this Widowmaker, the one thing that, if you don't play an off-meta hero, what you don't understand is immediately when you get into game as an off-meta hero, people are calling you a faggot, they're calling you a douchebag, they'll call you niggers, they'll call you cunts, they'll call you a cuck, they'll call you every goddamn name in the book. And then the problem with this is, and the problem with the whole reporting system is, the only person who ever gets action taken against their account is the person who was reported. So let's say that some of the reports against this Widowmaker main in the voice chat, let's say some of them were actually valid. Obviously, if each one got reversed, then there couldn't have been many valid reports within all those reports this guy had accumulated over time. But let's say a couple of them are valid. How do you think that happened? Do you think the Widowmaker went in there and started being toxic? No, I guarantee you what happened is he got into the game and people see he's a Widowmaker, and so then they just trash him the whole time. I guarantee you they were calling him a cuck, or a cunt, or a faggot, or a douchebag, or a nigger, or other words of similar meanings. And how do you think that this Widowmaker is going to respond to this? Because another thing that I saw is people said on Reddit he's insulting people. Well, if you just played a game where you keep getting banned just for your choice of character, and people are calling you and like insulting you names, and they will call you the worst names in the book. Just go watch this YouTuber Aluminum if you don't believe me, because I don't put chat in my videos, so you don't actually hear the bullshit I have to listen to in all of my games when I'm playing Symmetra. And I've actually turned off chat, so I can't even hear what other people say, because I'll rank up quicker, just because when you have people getting toxic, it just gets old and then they start throwing. But I actually turned off chat, so if you're an off-meta character, that would be my advice to you. But I guarantee you, these people were calling this Widowmaker all the names in the book. And what is he supposed to do? Like, what are you supposed to do when someone calls you a nigger in chat just because of the character that you chose? Are you supposed to sit there and be like, oh yeah, we can be friends, we'll be nice to each other? No, you're going to insult them back. But the problem with the reporting system is that it doesn't matter who started the insults. It doesn't matter who's actually at fault. It just matters to the report system who sent the report. So if you get reported, you're going to get action taken against you. The person who sent the report, even if they're the one who's causing the problem, even if they're the one who's toxic, even if they're calling you a nigger in chat, they will not have any action taken against them. I have never once in my life seen any sort of video where somebody said, I reported somebody and my account got banned, except generally speaking, the person doing the reporting in the Overwatch community is the one who should have action taken against them. This is a big issue, because the entire reason that it took them so long, the reason it took Blizzard so long to come out with this report system is because they know that most of the reports are complete bullshit, okay? They take so much manpower, there's so much work for them, because they just have to sift through a bunch of bullshit, so they didn't want to do it, okay? That's why they didn't come out with one. They didn't come out with one because they know it's a lot of work where they're not really going to see any sort of reward for it. The only way you can have a report system that works is if you are looking to ban the people who report just as much as you are looking to ban the people who were reported. Okay, and I can guarantee you in these cases, because I mean, if you look at the Torbjorn case, this guy got reported at least 100 times. At least 100 times, and all he ever did was play Torbjorn. So that's 100 reports that are complete bullshit. I've been automatically banned on Xbox Live because we've had this system forever. And I will say sometimes I do get toxic with people if they're toxic with me, or I would before I got this automatic ban. Afterwards I turned off all my chat and I never go into chat anymore. But everyone will get toxic on you, and then are you just supposed to sit there? No, it's just stupid. So why are they getting banned when they get insulted and they get hated on and they have toxic players playing with them the entire time in Overwatch? I mean, this shit is just ridiculous. And if you look at all the reaction to this, like everyone who goes and looks at those Reddit posts and thinks like, oh yeah, this guy's actually toxic, everything in these posts prove what he was saying. He got his voice chat, this Widowmaker got his voice chat banned 5 times, and every time it was reversed. So how many times do you have to get reported on voice chat for you to get muted? I honestly don't know what it is. Let's assume it's 100. So that's 500 times that he got reported on voice chat with Widowmaker. Each one was reversed. If each one was reversed, that means only a tiny fraction of them could he have even been toxic, if he was ever toxic whatsoever. And then people look at his Reddit posts where he's toxic in his Reddit posts, and it's like, well, if you're getting reported for doing absolutely nothing, and you can't play a game that you bought for because there's a bunch of faggots on the internet who just report you because they don't like the character you're playing, why on earth do you expect him to be happy and nice about it? Of course, if he's getting reported and banned for doing nothing wrong, he's going to be angry about it, and he's going to be expressing his frustration. What really boggles my mind is how somebody with so many followers and so many views as this guy Unit Lost can be so stupid as to just blindly say, oh yeah, it was him being toxic, even though the evidence he has that he tries to say proves that this guy is toxic says the exact opposite. I mean, his evidence refutes himself, but he's so stupid and he's so caught up in saying, I'm going to say whatever the community wants me to say. That way I'll get more views and more YouTube revenue. He's so stupid and he's so caught up in that mentality that he just bashes this guy publicly when hundreds of thousands of people see this video. And he's completely lying. He's completely full of shit. I mean, this shit boggles my mind, and I gotta say, like, I know I don't get many views whatsoever, but if this guy Unit Lost, this guy Sty sees this, I mean, you need to come out with a goddamn apology video for this Widowmaker main, because everything that you said that he did was contradicted in the evidence that you put up there. It's your own goddamn evidence, and you just lie. That way you can pander to your goddamn audience. This shit is ridiculous. I mean, the Overwatch community is an embarrassment to humanity. You guys get people banned from a game because you don't like the character they choose, and then when they come out with proof proving that they are in the right and you are in the wrong, you just start whining and complaining even louder. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is like, it's like being in a room full of toddlers. You guys don't have any logical processes. You guys are an embarrassment. Oh my god. But seriously, Sty, if you see this, you need to make a goddamn apology to that Widowmaker main, because you trashed him on your channel even though everything you said was false, and it was proved to be false in your own goddamn evidence. That shit's ridiculous. Get off your fucking high horse.